everyone. Welcome to today's class. I'm sorry for the bit of delay. I had a yogi share with me the other day how I can flip the camera so that my side is matching up with your side, and so I'm really excited about that, but in the same way, I'm having a hard time getting the camera now to be square, so I apologize for that. Hopefully playing with it here. Before next class, I can figure out how to get a little more centered and squared. So that being said, we are going to begin today in an easy seat. So as always, you're welcome to bring in a blanket or maybe a pillow to sit on. I had posted earlier that we are going to be using a strap of some sort in this class, as well as having a wall or a chair nearby for some stability, if that would be a benefit for you. So when you're ready, you can come to your seat. You might like to wiggle your heels away from your bottom or even walk your sits bones back a bit so your seat is a little more spacious. And let's take some time to get settled. So you might do a little rocking forward and backward to notice where you feel the most upright in your spine, and then allow yourself to pause there. Let your shoulders drop down your back, and allow your chin to come a little bit more into your throat so the back of your neck can feel spacious. Remember, this also helps calm the nervous system. And then you could place hands down on your knees. You could choose to place the palms up. You could do one of each if that's what allows you to feel balanced here. You can allow your eyes to be soft and unseeing as you look to the floor ahead of you. Or you could allow your eyes to be closed completely. And just take a moment to welcome yourself to today's practice. We're going to begin with some mindful breathing, practicing our 4-7-8 breath. So remember, this is a 4-count inhale toward the back ribs. A 7-count hold where you try to relax in the hold. And an 8-count exhale, letting the breath leave the lungs as completely as you can. If at any point you start to feel lightheaded or need to take a break, please know what's available to you, and you are welcome to pick back up whenever you please. Please exhale all of your air out. Inhale to the back ribs for 3, 2, 1. Hold. 6, 5, 4. Relax. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please continue with 4-7-8 breath on your own. Maybe in the next breath hold, you feel the inner thighs, the outer hips release down a little bit more. Feel more grounded in your seat. And just allow the mind stuff to settle as you focus on inhale, on hold, on exhale. As I mentioned in the earlier post today, this practice is going to be about cultivating faith in ourselves. I'm not talking about religious faith. I'm talking about faith when we meet the limit of what we know. It's believing in the unseen. It's your willingness to know the unknown. In Sanskrit, this is called shraddha. And when we don't have faith, it's really that we are doubtful. And there are three kinds of doubt. Doubt in self, doubt in others, and doubt in the whole, everything. More often than not, our doubt tends to be about the positive. For instance, if someone tells us that they love us, we question it. If someone tells us that they are angry with us, we don't tend to question it. So again, our doubt tends toward the positive things. Sri Ravi Shankar said, when you doubt in your incapability, then the faith in your capability grows. When you doubt in your incapability, then the faith in your capabilities grows. So as you move today, when you hear that little voice becoming doubtful, can you doubt in what that voice is saying and trust in the more positive aspects, those things we usually cut ourselves short on? That we are enough, that we are capable, that we are whole, that we are loved. Can you lean in toward being faithful in the positive things? With your next exhale, please feel free to come back to a regular inhale and exhale. And just begin to notice how you feel. If there's even been a shift in the quality of your mind. And then can you start to become curious around your reason for coming to practice today? Maybe you even become curious around those things that you thought you were incapable of and practice capability. Maybe I am balanced. I am at peace. I am enough. I have faith in myself. Whatever you choose, allow it to be your intention, your sankalpa for today. Repeating it to yourself a few times so it can really root into your awareness. You can bring palms together if you'd like, saying this sankalpa one more time. And with your next exhale, bow your chin, blink open your eyes, and please release your hands back to your legs. We're going to start off with a seated cat-cow today. So feel your navel softly draw in, and with hands on knees. Your next inhale, you're going to feel the back ribs roll into the spine, lifting your heart, your chin, come into the seated cow. And on your exhale, push the knees away as you begin to round your back. Reach your heart toward the wall behind you, chin to chest. Inhale, rocking forward in your seat, back ribs into the spine, heart up, chin up. Exhale, press the thighs away. Reach your heart to the back of the room, navel in, chin to chest. We'll go for several more rounds here. Please pause wherever you are feeling tension. Allow yourself to breathe into that space, to begin to release some of that holding. begin to trust the process of this practice to help you build strength, release tension, calm the mind. We'll do one more, seated cat-cow. And after your next cat back, please return to a neutral spine. We're preparing for a twist. So you'll take right hand to left knee, left hand behind you, please. Feel the navel in, the shoulders down the back as you inhale, lengthen your heart and the crown of your head to the sky. Next exhale, belly button to spine as you start to twist to your left. Again, each inhale is that opportunity to lengthen and invite space between your vertebrae. Each exhale, navel in, and you decide if twisting deeper is appropriate. And maybe you even like to bring your chin into your throat and then softly turn to look towards your left shoulder. Feel all the space for breath in the right low back. And on your next inhale, please make your way back to center. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind, shoulders down the back. Again, inhale, get tall. Navel in as you exhale, invite the twist on this side. Each inhale, getting a little bit longer through the spine. Each exhale, navel in, and again, you decide if a deeper twist is appropriate. Maybe taking chin to throat and gazing toward right shoulder. Keep your breath deep into the left low back. Remember, we are practicing doubting in the negative, having faith in the positive, in ourselves, so it can open us to all that we are capable of. Next inhale, please make your way back to neutral. And just pause for a moment. From here today, we're going to go down to our backs to practice a little bit of bridge pose and with some additional core work. So go ahead and make your way down. Heels are below knees, and then feel free to widen your feet from there, whatever feels good in your low back. Arms are alongside the torso, palms down. Let the back of your neck be long and your shoulders tucked under so you're smooth to the floor in the upper back. With your navel to your spine, on your next inhale, can you drive your knees down and lift your hips up? You might like to roll the shoulders under here. You might like to clasp your hands below the back, reaching knuckles toward heels and heels draw toward knuckles, or toward shoulders if you don't have the clasp. Root the inner foot down and feel your outer hips lift a little higher. Can you again let the back ribs roll in toward the spine, lifting your heart a little bit more in this back bend? Can you soften your throat, your mouth, your gaze? Let's take one more cycle of breath here. And on your next exhale, release your clasp and slowly roll back down. Vertebra by vertebra, doing your best to touch each of them to the floor. Navel in, helping you navigate the low back. Sacrum trying to be the last thing to come down. Just pause for a moment. I'd like to tell you where we're going to go next. So we're going to have the option to do leg lifts, where we're going to take one leg up, the inhale will lower, the exhale will bring the leg up. You are more than welcome to stay with your sacrum, your low back on the ground, left foot to the floor, or you can come up and we'll do this variation with a bridge pose, the inhale down, the exhale up. You're welcome to start off that way, and if you decide that's not for you, no big deal. Just be wherever you are and just trust the process. Trust you're doing what's needed for you. So for again, mindful play, you might want them in a little bit closer as long as that feels okay in your back. You're going to, again, navel in. On your next inhale, drive the knees down, lift the hips up. Feel the heels draw back, push the floor away. If you'd like, extend the right leg. From here, yogis, inhale, lift the right leg, or excuse me, exhale, lift the right leg. Inhale, lower toward your edge. We're going to do 4 more. You decide what's right. Exhale, lift the right leg. Inhale, lower. Your back end can be on the floor. Do what's right for you. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 2 more, you guys. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Please bring right foot back to floor and lower hips to the mat. Pause for a cycle of breath. Maybe open mouth exhales. Let your teeth unclench. All right, second side. Prep as is appropriate for you. Navel in. If you're lifting the hips, drive the knees down. Take the hips up. Feel the heels draw back. Release the left leg long. Exhale, lift the left leg. Inhale, lower. Push the floor away. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 3 more if they're in your practice, you guys. Exhale, lift. Soften your mouth. Relax the muscles around your eyes. Exhale, lift. Exhale, lift. Lowering back down, left foot. Take the hips back to the mat. Pause for a cycle of breath. And we'll take 1 more back bend from here. Heels can go wide. When you're ready, belly button in, drive the knees down, lift the hips up. Again, feel the inner knees softly hug in toward each other, feeling strong there so the knees aren't splaying outward. Push the inner foot down, lift the outer hip up. Feel the back ribs roll into the spine, heart lifting. And on your next exhale, slowly roll back down. From here, open your arms to a T, just some windshield wipers, navel in, exhaling, both knees to the right, head to the left. Inhaling, knees up, head to center. Exhaling, knees left, head right. We'll go a couple more times, side to side. Inhale, neutralizing. Exhale, twisting. And when you finish your last twist of knees to the left, come back to neutral, and please make your way to tabletop. You're going to have wrists below shoulders. Again, wrist crease parallel to top edge of mat, fingers evenly spread. Your knees will be below your hips. For strong arms here, yogis, root the index fingers, thumbs down. Feel the inner elbows turn forward, let the shoulders move down the back. We're going to be doing rib circles here. If you're a visual person, you might think of rib jump ropes. So maybe even you close your eyes, and on your next inhale, circle the ribs to the right, into the sky. On your exhale, ribs to the left, into the floor. Thinking of this jump roping around the spine. Notice if you're holding tension in the jaw or the root of the tongue, release. Let's do 2 more this way. The next time you get back to the bottom of the spot or the roll, we'll go the other way. Inhaling left to sky, exhaling right to floor. As big or as small as feels right to you. Is there any tension you can immediately release around the neck, the muscles of the face? And please make your way back to neutral. We're making our way into down dog. Please have your props available if they're a benefit for you. Again, mindful with your hands. If you have your strap or your belt nearby, you're going to want that toward the top of your mat. And then when you're ready, stepping feet back, lifting your hips up into down dog. Feet at least hip width, yogis, and if it helps to walk the feet in or to bend the knees for finding length in your spine, make that happen. Root the index finger and thumb, turn the inner elbows forward, and feel the outer edges of your shoulder blades lift, widening the upper back, having a nice firm base here. You're welcome to go through a slow pedal. In fact, I would recommend that today, just to help you find some length in the hamstrings and warm them. Let your head dangle, you guys. A little shake of yes, no. Just let today's tension slip away the best you can. Maybe the practice here is in that you have the ability to bring yourself back toward a calm center. Maybe yawning your mouth open, sticking your tongue out, letting the tension go around your jaw. Lion's face pose. And then when you feel you're ready, make your way back to neutral. On your next exhale, bend your knees and squat your hips to your heels as you press your hands into the floor and forward. Let your neck be relaxed and maybe wiggle your tail to encourage a little bit more length here in the spine. On your next inhale, straighten the legs as much as feels good to you here. Navel in. On your next exhale, yogis, gaze to your hands and please make your way to powerful pose. Feet hip width. You're having a big bend in the knees, weight in the heels, sinking your hips down. We're going to just do some pulses here to warm the legs a little bit more. If using props below your hands helps you feel a little more spacious, please make that happen. Again, weight in the heels, glutes strong, navel in. The inhale will straighten the legs a bit, and the exhale will sink you down. Inhale, straighten a bit. Exhale, sink. Can you maybe go a little lower? And again, we're not focusing on the negative here. We're releasing the doubt we have around our positive aspects. Maybe become doubtful around your can'ts and open towards your cans. Soften the mouth, the eyes. Let's take two more if they're in your practice. Building some heat in the legs, the hips. Holding the next powerful pose, inhaling up. Either arms are toward parallel or biceps by the ears. Feel your navel in and reach heart and fingertips to the sky or top of head. And on your next inhale, push down and continue coming to standing. Glutes strong, navel in. Feel the back ribs roll into the spine, lifting your heart into a back bend. On your next inhale, back to neutral. The exhale, releasing hands to heart. Palms to sides. Let's take a little cycle of breath here. Maybe open mouth exhale is appropriate to build or release that inner building pressure. Maybe a couple. All right, we're preparing for side bends today. We'll tuck toes forward, big toe mounds, pinky toe edge, heel into the floor. A micro bend in your knees. Glutes strong, belly button in. On your next inhale, take both arms up. And on your exhale, left arm to the floor as you reach both fingers to sky to floor. Inhale through center. Exhale, extend. We're doing two more side to side. Inhale through center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last set, you guys. And back to neutral. You might like to have your chair or your wall nearby. We're going into our peak pose today is going to be Utthita Padangusthasana, and we're going to go into some prep practice for that. So the right leg is going to be your post leg. You might like to take your right hand to your right hip. You might rather take your hand to the wall or a chair nearby you. So here's what we're going to practice doing. You could have left arm straight forward, and you might take the foot a little bit off the floor and just play with your balance here. You might start to take it a little higher depending on what's appropriate. You might eventually try to take toes toward hand, just meeting yourself where you are. We're going to do up to about 8 of these kicks, and if you're really feeling like your balance is on today, you might even practice where your left foot doesn't touch the floor when it comes back toward it. Again, we're building this faith. Can you just open to that which you can't see? To not shut down, to not start to talk negatively towards yourself. Root the big toe mound, pinky toe edge, heel again. Little micro bend in the knee. Remember, this helps you stay grounded. It doesn't cut you off. Place your right hand either on hip or your stability prop. Shift your weight to the right leg. Let your gaze be steady. On your next exhale, left leg up as high as appropriate. Inhale, lower. Stay with your breath. Feel the navel in. Two more. Well, let's do 3 more. Last one. And we're going into high lunge. You could step back. You might lean into this bit of warrior 3 and take your big step back. Widen the stance to help you find stability. Maybe move your prop back or your hand back to assist yourself here. A wider stance will give you more balance. Please feel your left thigh reach back. Your left heel can come down if that's going to help you stabilize here. Your left knee can bend if that helps you feel a little bit taller in your spine. Glute strong, navel in. Root down and reach up, you guys. Full breath. One more round. And on your next exhale, warrior 2. Left heel down, open the arms. Adjust your stance as feels right to you here. Your right knee is reaching to your right pinky toe. Your left pinky toe is plugging down, kneecap drawing up, firming your foundation. Glutes engaged, navel to spine. Maybe sink a little deeper if that's in your practice today. Trust you are where you need to be if the ego starts to get busy there. On your next exhale, right forearm to thigh, left arm straight up to the sky, side angle. Keeping the glutes engaged, the navel in. Push right forearm into leg and use that to lean back a little bit more in the left side body. Remember, we're trying to stack the shoulders here. On your next inhale, reverse warrior. Keeping the bend in the right knee. Take left hand to thigh, right arm to sky. Maybe you look up to the right thumb. On your next exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, pressing right leg straight. We're coming into baby triangle here. Feel the kneecaps lift, keep the glutes engaged. And on an exhale, back of right hand to inner right thigh, maybe inner knee. And again, you're pressing right hand to lean back a bit in the left side body. Keep the kneecaps lifting and try to not to lock out the right knee. Inhale up, warrior 2. And we're going into wide angle forward fold, turning right toes in. Adjust your stance. The toes are a little bit pigeon-toed, heels out. The knees, please, hands to hips. On your next exhale, fold. You might like to bring props in here. You could use a chair below your hands, wrists below shoulders, wherever you are. Let the weight tip into the balls of the feet, though the whole foot is down, and into your hands. Inhale, get long through your spine, and on your exhale, maybe let the top of your head release completely down. You're rooting down in the big toe mounts, kneecaps are lifting. If your legs are straight, sits bones to sky. Would it feel good here to release your neck? One more round of breath. The next inhale, pressing arms towards straight. If they're not, please pivot to your right and come into lunge. Lengthen, widen the stance. This feels good to you here. Reaching from heel through crown. And on your next exhale, left knee to the floor. You can untuck the toes if you'd like. Keep the glutes strong, the navel in, the shoulders smoothing from your ears. On your next inhale, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. The exhale takes you back to the top of the mat. And we're going to come to standing. First though, grab your strap or whatever you're using. And you're going to place the center of the strap underneath the big toe mound of the left foot. And then please, with bent knees, roll up. So if you'd like to watch first, hand could be to chair, wall, hip. In Utthita Padangusthasana, you're going to have the strap tight and then you're going to lift the leg. Your pose might be here, it might be here, you might find yourself here. If you are really open in your hamstring, you might even hold your big toe and extend here. Remember, we want to have length in the back of the leg over trying to get into that big toe hold. So watch your ego. I know I need to watch mine. So we'll be it here, and then you have an option to open up to the side. All right, root down on the 3 points of your right foot. Again, a little micro bend in the right knee. Glutes strong, navel in. Let your gaze be centered on one point. Find your right hand placement that suits you. And when you're ready, strap tight, pushing foot to strap, strap to foot. Lift the left leg toward your edge. Toes draw back, thigh presses softly toward floor. As much as you root down in your right foot, can you lift in your heart and along the back of your neck? Play with it. Come in and out as many times as you need to. Again, we're leaning into faith that we're doing the best that we can. If you would like, open left leg to left. Keep the strap tight. Reach through the left heel. Making your way back to center. And maybe you release the strap and just hang out, keeping left leg as high as you can. If you're done, be done. No big deal. And on your next exhale, release. Maybe a little side to side in the neck, maybe rolling out the right ankle. Again, do what you need to do to come back toward a balance. Just noticing how you feel, all the strength you've built in the right leg, all the openness you've invited to your left, the back of the leg anyway. You're probably feeling you've built a lot of strength in your core on the left side and your thigh. Maybe a little burning even. All right, you guys. We're preparing for second side. Again, starting off with the kicks. So set up. Root the 3 points in your left foot, a little bend in the left knee, left hand to hip, chair, or wall. You're extending the right arm forward, gaze steady. Shift your weight. Glutes strong, navel in. On your next exhale, right leg as high as feels good to you. Inhale, lower. Remember, you can do that hover if it's appropriate. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, lower. 5 more if they're in your practice. Again, trust yourself. Have faith that you are doing exactly what you need to do for you. No one can guide yourself better than you can guide yourself. Last one. Maybe a big step back into your high lunge, maybe practicing with this bit of warrior 3 as you make your way back. Lengthen, widen the stance. This feels good for your stability. Again, right thigh presses back if you have the right leg straight. Glute strong, navel in. Sweep the arms to the sky if you're ready. Left hand can stay on your stability if it's appropriate for you. Breathe into the right thigh. Invite a little spaciousness. You release more of the doubt in yourself. Open to your capabilities. Open to this being a growing and a learning process. Warrior 2 on your next exhale. Right heel down, open the arms, adjust your stance as necessary. Right pinky toe, pressing to floor, kneecap up. Left knee reaching to left pinky toe. Again, feel the glutes tighten, your belly button to the spine. Notice if you can slip the shoulders down your back. On your next exhale, you guys, left forearm to thigh, right arm straight up to the sky, side angle. Keep the glutes engaged, the navel in. Press left arm to leg and use that to lean back. We're trying to stack the shoulders here. Can you bring your chin into your throat, release some of the tension in your neck. We're keeping the bend in the left knee as we inhale up, right hand to right thigh, left arm to the ceiling. Reverse warrior. Notice if you come out of the bend in the left knee, can you go a little deeper? On your next exhale, warrior 2. On your inhale, both legs straight. Root down and lift the kneecaps up. Preparing for baby triangle. Glute strong, navel in. And on your exhale, back of left hand to inner left thigh or inner knee. Make a gentle connection there and use that to lean back in the right side body. If you're looking to right thumb, keep chin to throat. Inhaling up, warrior 2. Exhale, press the legs straight. Left toes turn in, adjust your stance. Again, a little pigeon-toed. A wider stance is going to be kinder in the hamstrings. A little bend in your knees and hands to hips. On your next exhale, you guys, fold. Let wrists come below shoulders, wade into balls of feet and hands. If your legs are straight, feel the kneecaps lift. Everyone sits bones to sky. Release in the neck as much as feels good to you. Maybe a little shake of yes, no. On your next inhale, please straighten your arms and pivot into lunge on your left. Lengthen and widen the stance as feels appropriate here. A long diagonal line, you guys, from right heel, reaching back through the top of your head, extending forward. Glute strong, navel in. Shoulders down the back. Deep breathing. And on your next exhale, maintain the strength in glutes, navel, as you lower right knee. Untuck the back toes if you'd like. Keep the shoulders smoothing down, the chin to your throat. On your next inhale, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. On your exhale, right foot back to meet left. Find your strap. You can have a bend in the knees here. Center strap going underneath the ball of the right foot, keeping the knees bent. Make your way to standing. Adjust as necessary. All right, preparing for Utthita Padangusthasana on second side. Left hand to hip or your prop. Root through the 3 points in the left foot, a little bend in the left knee. Glutes strong, navel in, gaze steady. On your next inhale, shift the weight and start to bring your right leg up. Again, we want to have that strap tight. So if that means drawing the strap a little tighter with your left hand coming in, do what you need to do. Just work the best you can. Flex the right foot, energy through the heel as you softly press right thigh toward the floor. As you root down in your left foot, can you lift up through your heart and lengthen through the back of your neck to the sky? Soften your mouth, relax your eyes, deepen your breath. Again, leaning into the capabilities. Maybe it's the capability to stay calm, even if you're really tipping today. Shifting perspective here. Having faith in yourself with whatever you're meeting up against. If you'd like to, you can open right leg out to the right. Keep the toes drawing back, energy through the heel, right thigh to the floor. Making your way back towards center. And if you'd like to play with it, keep the right leg strong, release the strap. Try to keep the right leg as high as you can. Just a few breaths here if you'd like. And on an exhale, release. Nice job, you guys. Maybe ear to shoulder, side to side. You might like to roll out the left ankle or any movement that feels like it will help you come back to balance here. You can move your strap out of the way. You can throw it at your screen and imagine it's actually hitting me if you'd like. I know that that can be frustrating work. It's all good, you guys. You gave it a go. You're challenging yourself. That's a practice of faith right there. Releasing your hands to your sides. All 10 toes forward. Glutes strong, navel in. Inhale, sweep the arms. Maybe take a bit of a back bend. And on your exhale, back to neutral as you bend your knees, squat down, releasing hands to the floor. Weight into the balls of your feet as you press your thighs toward the wall behind you. Can you release your neck? On your next inhale, please make your way back to a plank pose. Knees can come down if that's where you're at today. Be mindful with your hand placements. Root the index finger, thumb. Turn the inner elbows toward them. Slip your shoulders down your back. Remember, we're trying to keep our neck and our head in alignment with our spine. Glutes strong, your belly button's drawing in. Can you reach through your heels? Maybe even wiggle the toes back and try to stack heel over toe a little bit more. And on your next exhale, everyone knees down. Lower to the floor, shoulders down the back, elbows softly hugging in as you make your way down. Untuck your toes, you guys. Feet as wide as feel good. We're going into a couple sets of cobra here. Starting off with the spinal column. Feel the back ribs roll in toward the spine, reaching your heart forward. You're going to root the tops of your feet, your pelvis to the floor. Feel leg strength come in. And then press index finger, thumb down, maybe lifting you up a bit higher. Elbows softly hug in toward the waistline. Hands draw back, shoulders smooth down. Let your chin come to your throat. If it feels like you can't take a full breath, can you just soften a bit? And on an exhale, release. Stacking your hands, resting forehead or cheek. You're welcome to rock the hips side to side, or you could bend your knees and windshield wiper if that feels best. With some long exhales, help you balance inhale to exhale. What do you need here? inward, listening, letting the mind be quiet and really listening to this deeper wisdom has helped me build the faith in myself. Mind does not always know what's right. Our gut and our heart are also really important in decision making, not just the mind. All right, when you're balanced, back to neutral, release the feet back down. Second round here, wrists back below shoulders. Starting off with the spine engagement, the back engagement. Feel your back ribs roll into the spinal column. Reach your heart forward. Root the tops of your feet and your pelvis into the floor. Index fingers, thumbs down. Feel the elbows softly hug in. And then again, draw the hands back, the shoulders down the back as chin comes to throat. We want to feel the whole body engaged here. Soften the neck. It's okay to shake, you guys. And on your next exhale, release. Stacking hands, maybe resting opposite cheek or your forehead. Do whatever you need to do to balance. When you're ready, back to neutral. Wrists below shoulders. Shoulders down the back, navel in. Please press up to tabletop. And cautiously back into child's pose. Be mindful of your low back. Knees as wide as you'd like. We're going to stretch the hips in pigeon pose, or at least that's what I'm going to be leading today. If you would rather go into 90-90, please know that's available to you. When you're ready, please make your way back into down dog if you're going into pigeon. Release your neck, strong arms, you guys. Maybe stepping the feet a little closer together here. If you'd like, on your next inhale, right leg towards sky. And on your exhale, bring the right knee into the chest, setting the right shin down, knee behind wrist, left knee to floor. I like to step my knee back. You decide what's appropriate to get you into your variation on this pose. You can prop the right hip to help take any tension off the knee, and your right heel can come a little closer to your right thigh if that helps take any torquing off of the knee. Remember, we want to stay on top of the left thigh. You can do that by keeping your toes tucked. If you can stay honest with yourself there, you're welcome to untuck the toes. Just pausing here, maybe walking the hands back a bit, shoulders down. Feel the back ribs roll into the spine and lift your heart. Big breath in, long exhales out, helping to release in the right low back, hip, thigh. You can stay here, or if you'd like, you can go into sleeping pigeon. Bringing forearms down to pillow, block. You could lower all the way, bringing forehead to hands, or you could rest your forehead on one prop, just letting it be a full release. Let your shoulders stay smooth from the ears, let your chin come into your throat. Long exhales, you guys. Let go of the tension. Allow the body to become more open. Soften the mouth. Last round. When you're ready, you're going to take wrists back below shoulders, tuck your back toes, make your way back in to down dog. Strong arms, relax your neck. Maybe you just pause and notice how you feel here. And let's go ahead and balance that out. Again, feet can come a little closer together. Navel in as you inhale, lift the left leg. On an exhale, bring the knee in behind the left wrist. Set the shin down. Make your way into your variation on this pose. Again, staying honest on top of the right thigh. You choose if you untuck the back toes. Prop the left hip if you'd like. Again, walking hands back a bit. Shoulders down. Feel the back ribs roll into the spinal column. Lift the heart. Bring your chin back towards your throat. Long exhales. Begin to release. Again, you're welcome to stay here. On your next exhale, make your way into whatever variation of sleeping pigeon feels appropriate on this side. Shoulders down the back, chin coming in. Try to calm the nervous system. Keep your breath deep. The muscles of your face and your neck as relaxed as you can. We've been existing in this space of the unknown for some time. As far as I can tell, we're going to remain in that space for a while longer. And it's really hard on our nervous system. We're not built to be in this space of the unknown. We like to have certainties. I know when I can lean into faith, like when I can trust in myself, when I can practice trusting others are doing what they need to do. It helps me release some stress. And also I know when I trust in myself, when I have faith in myself, it builds that possibility to have trust in others and to notice that when others act certain ways, it's most often because of stress that they are choosing to act the way that they are, or that they are acting the way they are. It might not be a choice consciously. What happens on the micro always can help the macro. When I can have faith inward, it helps me have faith outward. And it frees me up to enjoy life more. Just notice what happens with you when you practice this openness, this trust. When you're ready, back to your down dog. Feel free to pedal, to sway. You're welcome to bring knees down to come to your seat. If you want to play with a little bit of something, you can practice jumping into our easy seat. So you'll look ahead to your hands, bend your knees, and if you'd like, next exhale, make your way to your seat. Just do the best you can. Have fun along the way. Seated forward fold from here. You can be on your blanket or a pillow. You can draw the sits bones back so you're a little more upright, less rounded in the low back. And you decide a wider leg is kinder to the hamstrings. Where do you need to be today? Flexing your feet, feel your thighs root down. Again, if you have low back concerns, you might take fingertips to floor and stay right here. Shoulders down the back, everyone. Inhale, get tall. On your exhale, navel in, and if it's okay for your low back, invite your forward fold. Each inhale, shoulders down, heart extending long. Each exhale, navel to spine. Can you release a little bit more? Not pushing, having faith in the body to let go because of your mindful breathing, not needing to add anything else. Let your chin come down, release the back of your neck. Maybe even use this time to turn inward and to question yourself. Where can you practice having a little more faith in yourself? exhales, you guys. Just a few more rounds. On your next inhale, please make your way back up. Just pausing, notice how you feel. And we're going to go down to our backs. We'll be preparing for a supported shoulder stand. So if you'd like to have your block or your folded firm blanket nearby, do, and then make your way down. Heels below the knees. You can widen the feet if that helps. If you're feeling really open in the spine, you can go to your highest level on your block or your blanket. Otherwise, I should say second level on your block. Otherwise, lowest level on your block. When you're ready, you guys, drive your knees down, lift your hips up, support the low back. Try to be as smooth in the upper back, rolling the shoulders under as you can. The back of your neck be long, chin to throat. If this is where you want to be in supported bridge, pause here. If it feels okay, you could take one leg up, you could take both legs up. Again, we're having gentle engagement, just enough to keep everything afloat. Try to have legs softly stacked, ankle over knee, knee over hip. Maybe let your eyes drift closed. Focus on the inhale, coming in and expanding the belly. Focus on complete exhales, emptying your lungs. If you have one leg up, please switch them out. And come back to mindful breathing. Our tendency toward doubting ourselves can really be an ingrained habit. Practicing awareness, presence, is what I found works best for me to catch myself and to lean into having faith. To begin to have faith in my capability. Even looking back at how far I have come on this path, reflecting on times in the past that I thought I couldn't succeed or move through a difficult time, and yet here I am. Reflecting on your own path in this way to remind you just how capable you are and just how much faith you should have, or could have, I should say, in yourself. Your next exhale, everyone, bend your knees. Setting one foot and then the other back to the floor. Mindful placing of feet, and when you're ready, drive the knees down, lift the hips up, remove your support. Slow roll down. Pausing at the bottom, let your body absorb. We're preparing for our final twist. Arms opening to a T. You're welcome to keep the feet down if that's what feels good in your spine. Legs could be wide or together. An alternate variation is to bring your legs up, knees above hips, feet softly flexed. With navel in on your next exhale, begin to lower both legs to the right. Remember, we want to keep the left shoulder grounded, so you could use your prop underneath the right thigh if that will assist you. If you'd like to get into the IT band on the outside of the left leg, you could extend the top leg, flex the foot, and let the leg become heavy to the floor. Maybe right hand lightly on outer left thigh. Maybe you let this twist move all the way up your spine by rolling your head to the left. Breathing deeply into the left low back. Let those complete exhales Soften your body down. On your next exhale, releasing arms to T, bending the top knee, navel in, and however works for you. You can go feet down first and then come up into 90-degree angle, or right up into 90-degree angle. Just let it feel good on your spine. When you're ready, navel in. The exhale will lower both legs to the left. Again, right shoulder heavy to the floor. If you extended the top leg on the other side, I recommend doing so here. Flexing the foot, energy through the heel as the leg becomes heavy to the floor. Maybe left hand lightly to outer right thigh. Head can roll right. And again, deep breathing into the right low back. Complete exhales, softening you into this twist. On your next exhale, bend the top knee, belly button to spine, make your way up when you're ready. You can bring knees into chest, coming into openness, holding hamstrings or shins, maybe doing a little rock and roll here. You might like to come up into a ball. If there are any final poses here you'd like to take, know that's available to you. And whenever you feel you're ready, you'll prepare for our final pose, savasana. Using a prop underneath the knees if there's ever low back or hip discomfort. Letting your feet be at least hip width. Maybe letting the pinky toes fall toward the floor. This will relax your hips even more. Again, tucking the shoulders under so your upper back is smooth to the mat. Mindfully place your arms in such a way that it's a sustainable placement. Palms up will relax the shoulders even more. Back of neck long as the chin draws down, calming your nervous system further. Maybe letting your eyes be soft and unseen toward the sky, or letting your eyelids drift closed. Just allow your breathing to breathe itself without you controlling it at all. And let's practice some mindful relaxation here. So can you release the skin of your skull? Allow the back of your head to become even heavier to the floor. Relax your brow, the muscles in between and around your eyes. Let the eyeballs become heavy in the socket. If your eyes are closed, the eyelids weighted upon them. Relax the bridge of your nose, your nostrils. Feel the deep inner ear release where your jaw connects. As you feel your cheeks, any tension in your jaw, your tongue dissipate. Softening the front of the throat, the left and right sides of your neck, the back of your neck. As you feel your shoulders slip down from your ears and get heavier to the floor? Can you notice how spacious you feel across your heart? Letting the elbows, the wrists, and the backs of the hands become heavy into the floor. Can you soften your palms and all 10 of your fingers mindfully? Traveling your awareness back up the arms and to your spine. Can you mindfully move the length of your spine and release as much holding there as you're able? Really let go in the low back, touching that space, and your abdomen with loving awareness. With your exhales, can you feel your hips release down and widen, becoming even heavier into the floor? Letting the softness you've invited there travel into the tops and the bottoms of the thighs. Releasing any tension in the knees that is being held. The shins and the calves grounding down. As you relax your ankles, feel your heels heavy into the mat. Softening the tops of the feet, the bottoms of the feet, the arches. Releasing all 10 of your toes. Each exhale, feeling the back body getting heavier and wider into your support. With each inhale, feeling the front body getting lighter and brighter toward the sky. Becoming aware of the peace that you have invited inward with your own awareness. And having faith and trusting in yourself that this is available to you at any time if you can but slow down and listen inward. As always, you are welcome to stay in this peaceful place you have created for as long as you would like. If you feel ready today, can you gently and mindfully invite movement back, starting with fingers and toes. Maybe flexing, extending, or rotating around wrists, ankles. You might like to rock your head side to side. As you gradually let your movement become larger, you might eventually decide to go into a full body stretch, arching your back, spreading fingers and toes as you lengthen. You can roll to either side when you feel ready, pausing in fetal position. And whenever you choose, strong arms will help you up to a comfortable seat. please you, yogis, palms can come together, thumbs resting at your heart. Taking some time here to practice gratitude as it opens us to joy. Can you recall 3 things here that you are grateful for today? And really let this move from an idea into a sensation. Where do you feel gratitude resonate in your body? The love and the light in me recognizes and honors the love and the light in each of you. And when we are in this space, we are one. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this finds you well.